Good evening. Welcome to You Can't Handle the Truth Movies. My name's Chris. This is James, and tonight we're going to review The Toxic Avenger.
You can't handle the truth!
A horrible toxic accident transforms downtrodden janitor Winston Goove into a new evolution of hero, the Toxic Avenger. So this is one of those horror comedies. And we got to go to a secret screening event, which we didn't know we were both going to turn up to, but we did.
We didn't know what the film was gonna be, but we did have an inkling that it would be the Toxic Avenger. I was not looking forward to watching the Toxic Avenger, and I didn't know you was gonna be there. So I was planning on leaving if I didn't like it because I was just going for myself. But then you pointed out, sir, that we review movies, and that's what we do on this channel. So I thought, you know what? Let's do our job.
Yeah.
What happened, Chris?
Halfway through the movie, I said, I'm done. And I got up and I left.
But if this was like one of those on TV things where the person has to survive the longest, we did get to about 18th because I counted at least 14 other people that had walked out of the cinema before we did.
Yes.
So we did hang in there. We did.
Which I think gives you a very strong indication of what this film was like. I know what it was trying to do. It's trying to get those kind of like old kind of gore comedy, arm gets ripped off and blood splurts everywhere kind of. It was just rubbish. And I was quite excited because I love Peter Dinklage. I think most things he touches turn to gold. But this proved me wrong. The effects were terrible. I think they were meant to be.
Yeah.
But
there's an original version of this which I wasn't familiar with, and I was speaking to someone who was showing me about it, and it's like the ideal bad movie. Like, it is shot in the way it's shot on purpose. It is done intentionally. Because when I was watching it, I was thinking, this is shot like a B movie, but I'm sure they didn't have to do it like that. But that was his mop just looked like a stick with it. It was done like that intentionally. But for me, I'm on the exact same page. If I wasn't trying to hold in there because you'd said we need to review it, I would have been gone. I love horror movies. I love comedy. I love bizarre movies. I like Peter Dinklage a lot. I just couldn't get through this. The bad guys, I couldn't. They were just, everything was just too ridiculous. You had Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
You had Peter Dinklage and you had Elijah Wood, who's also in these kind of movies, and a lot of them I like. This one for me, it's just all bad.
There wasn't a moment where, this bit was really good. It started off okay and it got worse.
When he becomes the Toxic Avenger, the green thing, it just made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but
it was stupid.
And the jokes as well, the funny side, because I was this may be a bit biased, but we went there to watch a horror movie, and I had an expectation of like a scary horror movie or something, like, because you've got Conjuring 4 coming out and some stuff that makes you jump, and the comedy fell flat as well, and I was a bit confused. Like, there was not a funny scene in the first half of the film that we got through.
Yeah, I was comparing it with James the other day to we watched a film that we both thought was terrible, Popeye the Slayer Man.
We certainly did. You can see
it
it on the channel.
Yeah, it was a real B movie. Yeah. It was really low budget and it was rubbish. But I can tell you something. If you told me to go and watch one of them again, I wouldn't choose the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, I feel like they had the cast, the actors, budget, they had a script, they had all the ingredients, whereas Popeye the Slave Man is people just having a go.
Yeah.
So the standard should have been significantly higher for this movie, even if done like a B movie, cult followed movie or something, and it just wasn't good.
Yeah, not at all. So we're going to move on to our score.
Should we just score this one?
Yeah.
Let's get it out of the way.
I'm going unwatchable. I'll give this a 1. It's the lowest score I've ever given anything.
Well, to be honest, we wasn't able to watch the film. We left the cinema.
I've never, ever walked out of a film.
I've never walked out of a film ever. I would give it a 1.5, which is also unwatchable. The only reason I'm giving it 1.5 is because there's obviously got to be something come out that's worse than this film. Like, I wouldn't dispute that, but it was at the end of the day unwatchable.
Absolute crap.